Hello everyone, in this video we will understand that how we can find the inverse of a 2 cross 2 matrix by row operation. We can find the inverse of a matrix using normal method also, that is A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A, provided determinant of A is not equal to 0 and A is a non-singular matrix, then only A inverse will exist. But in this question we need to find the inverse of matrix by using row operation only. So a 2 cross 2 matrix looks like A11, A12, A21 and A22. This first number I represents the row number and this second number J represents the column number. That means A11, it is in the first row, it is in the first column. So our simplest trick will be just this arrow. So first this element followed by this element followed by this element followed by this element. You can set it as your password on this mobile, like you will not forget this thing. So we can write A equals A into I or A into I equals A. If we multiply the identity matrix with the given matrix, then it will result only the given matrix always, because A into I equals A. So let's give an example. Let us say A equals like 2, 1 and 0 and let's say 2. So we need to find the inverse of A. So we can write A into I equals A. A into what is identity matrix of 2 cross 2? 1, 0, 0 and 1. Identity matrix is a square matrix whose diagonal elements, what is diagonal element? In which the row number and column number are equal. I equals J, like A11 and A22 will be the diagonal element of this matrix. Then diagonal elements, this principal diagonal should be 1 and the non-principal or non-diagonal element should be strictly 0 and it should be a square matrix. That is the identity matrix equals A. What is A? 2, 1, 0, 2. So by this trick, at first we need to manage this and we need to make this one as identity matrix, and this transform matrix would be the inverse of A, because we know A into A inverse equal A inverse into A equal to identity matrix. So if we are able to make this matrix as identity matrix, then this transformed matrix will be the inverse of A, because if we multiply this in a transformed matrix with A, then it will result identity matrix. So this transformed matrix will be the inverse of this original matrix A. So let's try this one by using this trick. If you follow this trick, then you will not be perplexed over the time. So A into, let's make our this one is 2, so we need to convert this as identity matrix by using this. So at first we need to calculate, we need to transform this element 2 from 1. So r1 dash will be simply as r1 by 2 A into, so 1 by 2, 0 by 2 is 0, 0, 1 and this should be 2 by 2, that is 1, 1 by 2, that is half, and row 2 as it is because we are transforming only row 1. So this one is completed, so this one is completed. Then we will follow this pattern, this element because it is the arrow direction. So this one is completed, then we will follow this element. So this is naturally 0, so we need not to consider this one because it is naturally 0. If it will have not be 0, then we will try to make this as 0, but it is already 0, so don't bother it. So A into, then we will move to this element should be 1, this element is 2, so again r2 dash will be simply r2 divided by 2. So A into r1 as it is row 1, then r2 dash is r2 by 2, so 0 by 2 is 0, 1 by 2 is half equals 1 and half as it is, so 0 by 2 is 0 and 2 by 2 is 1. Okay, and the last thing is this thing, like this element A11 followed by this followed by this followed by this. So this element is 1, okay, done. This element is 0, okay, also done. Okay, this is also done. So at last it should be 0. How we can make this element should be 0? So simply r2 dash r1 dash, sorry, because it is in the first row, r1 dash would be simply r1 minus half of r2. So A into r1 half minus half of r2, 0, half minus half into 0, that is half, 0 minus half into half, that is minus 1 by 4, and r2 as it is, and it should be 1 minus half into 0, that is 1, half minus half into 1, that is 0, and this is 0, this is 1 as it is. So A into this matrix is identity matrix. So this transformed matrix will be the inverse of A. So A inverse will be half minus 1 by 4, 0 and half. You can cross check. You can multiply A with A inverse. It will always result the identity matrix of 2 cross 2. So our simply trick is just follow this arrow. So at first this element should be make 1, this element should be make 0, it is already 0, then this should be make 1 and this should be make 0. Just follow this pattern, you will not be getting perplexed anywhere. You will find this inverse very easily by using this trick only. So remember only this trick. Okay, thank you.